Hey guys, I hope everyone listening to this is all well and ready for an exciting yet demanding last 2 years of your high school. To those who don't know me, my name is Sapunach. I'm from Thailand and I've been studying at SBA for 8 years. And fortunately, I just finished IB with a 44 this year. I'll be pursuing neuroscience at the University of Toronto as a Lester B. Pearson Scholar. For those who don't know what Lester B. Pearson, it is a full scholarship to U of T, University of Toronto, for those who demonstrate academic excellence and contribute to the community and school using their leadership skills and creativity. I'll try to make it as concise as possible by dividing whatever I'm going to say in 3 parts. Those are why IB is a powerful curriculum, what are the facts and myths about IB in general, and what are the facts and myths about IB in SBA. First part, as I've mentioned, is why IB is a powerful curriculum and what is meant by powerful. So objectively, if you see, IB is accepted around the world. In my experience during the admission process, where I've applied to almost 20 universities across the world, like Canada, UK, US, Thailand, Australia, and initially I also planned to do it in Singapore, Czech. I tried applying. I want to become a doctor, so it's a bit difficult to get in. However, the point is that IB is indeed powerful. For instance, in UK, United Kingdom, there's a UCAS tariff point that standardizes all curriculum into some numbers. So when I checked the tariff points for the AAS level and the IB, I found that IB is actually gaining more points than the A level, which is the UK national curriculum. It was a shock to me. And another example is a more recent one for me. I've got new Canadian friends. They have to study the introductory to chemistry, introductory to biology, introductory course to physics, etc. for the University of Toronto, which is okay because it's very normal. It's a normal first year course. But with IB, I was able to skip 6 courses out of 10 in the first year. And that is the 2 introductory courses each for bio, chem, and math. This is called transfer credit, and Canadian, American, and Australian universities grant awesome transfer credit for IB students. And let's say at McGill, the second best in Canada, if I would have been there, I can actually reduce my study term for a year. I can skip a year. But let me emphasize on this point that if you really want your IB diploma to be really powerful for you, you got to be a true IB learner. What I meant is you must try to know why are you doing a particular activity in IB. So in IB you learn to research, do literature review, you learn to cite, evaluate, reflect, improve your drafts, you learn to manage all your IAs with extra co-curricular. It's like 80% of the university. Right now I've got research assignments, lab assignments. It's actually like the IAs. And if you know the IB subjects in and out, you can confidently bypass the first year courses and actually take the second year courses depending on the university system. It is that powerful, but you got to be a true learner, a true IB student, because without knowing the subject content of IB, without gaining the skills that IB require, I think you won't get good grades even if you take the second year course. And lastly, my research skills made me realize my passion. IB opens your world. It widens your perspective. My writing skills and probably the activities that I do have made me get the scholarship at U of T and other Canadian universities. I'm still grateful to the curriculum even today. Okay, the second part will be myths and facts about IB in general. Firstly, people say IB is a pain. It will definitely be a pain if one, you get addicted to social media, movies, TV series, or games. It will become a pain when you don't do one CAS project, when you don't utilize your first year to study, because later in the second year, all assignments will bombard you. So simple recommendation is enjoy what you're learning. But I know and you know it is difficult to implement, but you got to enjoy what you're learning and start early. Second, I know that people from ICSE or IGCSE background say that Indian curriculums are only for remembering and IB is just an application based, so I don't need to study. I can say that you are wrong because you must remember necessary important concepts and also learn to apply them. So it's double work, not just remembering. And for instance, you don't remember the arteries of your heart. You won't be able to answer any questions related to heart. Or for economics, if you don't know what factors influence demand and supply curve, you won't be able to produce that in exams and apply to whatever tricky questions they give. Hence, memorize and understand what is required, and later the application part will come and will need practice when you are doing questions in the past papers or whatever the teachers are giving you. So in short, you must understand the concept to improve your memorization technique. Thirdly, seniors say that I regret taking IB. Don't do it. You got to be in some America's Got Talent or something to get 40 plus in IB, or for some even a diploma for that matter. So to be honest, I didn't find IB that difficult, as my seniors used to say, but it's not easy either. Don't think I'm a genius or something, but my secret to getting high marks all the time is to have a very, very strong foundation, and better from 10th grade. So whenever I teach my friends, I find that what they think they know is right is actually so wrong and incomplete. And the difficulty of understanding also lies in a weak foundation. It is something like if you can't do trigonometry in math, you can't do trigonometry in math if you don't know simple linear algebra or the BODMAS rule. Therefore, start from now, learn in and out, let's say the first and second chapter today, and then revise them after a week and then after a month, and it gets stronger and stronger. And if possible, imagine the chapters in your head, write them down and compare it with a textbook or something, right, to see what's missing. The third part of what I want to convey is the myths and facts about IB in SBA. I've heard from my seniors too that in SBA, IB isn't good and it's only suitable for commerce. Or some might also say that SBA routine is for ISE and not for IB. To explain this, I must say that I was also confused about this question, but now I know the answer. So let me give you a holistic view of IB schools worldwide that I have inquired from my friends in the top IB schools in Malaysia, Thailand, Uganda, even few in India like the Indus School Hyderabad. So let me say that all schools have their strengths and weaknesses, and I'm sure SBA will have its own strengths and weaknesses. Every school will have that. And as now I'm meeting more people worldwide, I learned a universal truth. No IB support system from the schools, teachers, etc. will be better than your own determination to understand the principles of IB, the procedures of IB, the marking criteria, the exam content in IB. So our teachers will be experienced in some ways. For example, in SBA, I'm certain that every department have an experienced examiners, some even more than 10 years. Since the IB started. So from English to math to the sciences, humanities, whatever. But it's up to you to learn how to utilize their expertise and the available resources. Internet they have millions of resources. So it's literally pointless complaining that this thing is bad, the teacher is bad, etc. But rather focus on your studying, utilizing what's best, and actually solving the problem by going to the right person. So for instance, talking to the teachers directly with mutual understanding, the teachers and the students will understand each other, then your learning experience will be a better one. But let me assure you that in SBA, you can achieve the grade that you want to achieve, along with being a prefect or participating in each events, activities and competitions over there. As mentioned already, work every day little by little, and study when there's no IA work during prep time. So don't stop, and if you try binge watching Netflix only after you get your IB results in 2 years, because if you want Netflix or Amazon Prime now during IB, you might end up crying and regretting that you missed a critical point during these 2 years to get a strong foundation for the university. Otherwise, you're going to fail in university too. Just being honest. So I've really enjoyed IB in SBA. I can't say for sure that it is the best among all schools or it is better than every other school, because we can be only in one school at a time, and from the internet, from the rankings or whatever, we cannot say that this school is actually better than any other school. But I can say that for me at least, I have achieved whatever I wanted to achieve. I've realized my dream and potential, and it is only because of SBA. And one advantage for sure is the small size of the IB students over here. The best schools often have nearly 50 to 100 students per batch, per cohort. Last advice, read all the syllabus guides for each subjects, including the TOK and the EE right now. You read once now, you read once after 5 months, you read more times, and then you read once more before the submissions of your IA. If you are a hardworking person, you will always realize what mistakes you have done to your assignments, what you have missed during the previous readings of the syllabus. So you will also realize what the teachers have missed in class. So therefore, be active and follow your passion, and you will definitely succeed. Thank you.